everybody to Fox 8 News in the morning. I'm out in the front yard with the guy, the man of the hour, AJ Petiti. And tomorrow's July 4th, so we're in that critical time of that growth period for our plants and crops and all that fun stuff. So we need to update, and now we're off probably the next couple days, so we need to get on it.
Yeah, but also, so the gardens are looking...
By the way, our garden looks so good. You guys have to come pick your stuff.
Yeah.
Fox 8 employees.
Yes, everybody needs to come harvest. So rule number one right now, the gardens are producing a lot of produce. There's a ton of tomatoes right now. They're delicious. I just had a few. Zucchini's doing really well. You can kind of see, I just picked that this morning.
Wow.
The cucumbers have a ton of cucumbers. The peppers have a ton of peppers.
Wait, which one is this?
That's a zucchini.
Zoom, look at this. Look how big this is.
Yeah.
We did so good.
Yeah,
AJ and his crew did so good.
No.
So what is the key, though, to the crops at this point in time of the season?
So the soil, all that soil amendment we did early on, that's what gets really great produce. But right now, you just want to make sure you take a look. You want to go through and refeed everything. So tomato tone, garden tone, hit everything with that. And then if you're starting to see powdery mildew, start spraying everything, especially your cucumber and your zucchini. Okay. Start hitting that with copper fungicide. It's an organic fungicide.
Yeah.
Hit that now. And then you can kind of see these peppers are getting some aphids on them. You got that curly leaf. So you want to use a nice organic insecticide, whether you use an insecticidal soap or Captain Jack's, something organic, but use it on there. Eight's okay, but it's not truly organic, but it doesn't have a long life on the plant.
Yeah.
So that's not terrible either. It's pyrethrins. But you want to make sure that you treat for that. Otherwise, those peppers, those jalapenos will continue to go downhill. And then, but really just keep the garden clean and just keep harvesting.
So over
this
July
is the fun
4th, we have a couple days off. You can get in your garden and start.
Oh yeah, start harvesting. If you're having family over, boom.
Right. That is something to do. Slip and slide, harvest. Slip and, no, I'm kidding. All right, let's talk about our plants. Mine are okay. Like, we can really grow some plants at my house. Some of them, it's like, it's not okay, but a lot of them are doing well, thanks to my husband. But let's talk about feeding the lawn. Iron, potassium is key.
Yep.
So kind of go into detail with that.
We're right by 4th of July, so now it's time to put your step 3 down. Now with the heat that we're experiencing, make sure, if you can do it, try to time it to put it down the day that it's going to rain. Because if you don't have an irrigation system, you want to water this in. So make sure that you put that down. And you could, if it's going to rain sometime that day, you'll be in great shape. It's a slow release fertilizer.
Okay.
It'll be really good. And then also in your lawns, you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye out for lawn disease and lawn weeds.
Yes.
So Infuse or Scott's has got a great product called Disease X. It's a granular. You can spray that, spray the Infuse or apply the Disease X.
It won't hurt the grass.
It won't hurt the grass, and like all fungicides, it works really well as a preventative.
Yeah.
Once you have it, it's tough to get rid of. But using a fungicide as a preventative, and we're seeing high instances of that this year. So it's something you want to be in tune to. And then also weeds in the lawn right now, weeds everywhere are prevalent. So you want to make sure the Weed Beater Ultra is great. It'll kill the weeds, but it won't kill the grass. It's also good for weeds in your bed. So that'll work really, really well.
What about controlling disease?
So disease within the Infuse is also great. You can spray that on any plants.
Okay.
It's not organic, so you want to keep that out of the vegetable garden. But if you've got phlox or things that that really get disease in the spring and summer, you want to make sure that you can hit it with that. And same thing, works great as a preventative. So if you notice it happens year over year, make sure that you go ahead and apply it now.
Okay, watering the lawn, I hear you should always do it in the morning.
Yep.
But
and then make sure you're getting about an inch of rain a week. So when it's really hot, maybe even a little bit more than that. If you're setting up sprinklers and you're not sure how long to run them, you can just put like a little dish pan or a little baking pan underneath the sprinkler, and when it hits like an inch or two, then you know how much you're getting it. So
that's a good tip.
Yeah, and then that way you know how much water it's coming out. So if you got to run it for 20 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because every sprinkler is a little bit different, and then move it around, but that'll keep your grass, from going dormant and really keep it vibrant.
Right.
And same thing, you want to just keep cutting the grass.
Okay, now talk about mowing the lawn. My husband's a landscaper, so he's very particular. It needs to be at a certain blade, right, height, and got to get those lines and what have you. So what's the magic behind it? Making sure you're not cutting. Cutting it too short's a problem.
This time of year, yes.
Yes.
So in the winter time, so you want to keep it like 2-3 inches.
Yeah.
So not 2 inches, about 2.5-3 inches. So get it a little bit taller, but make sure your blades are sharp.
Okay.
So if the blades are dull, you'll get like that browning on the tip of the grass. So that will help prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes, if the blades aren't sharp, your grass will be perfectly healthy, but it'll still get a browning on it.
Yeah, right.
And that'll be why. So just pay attention to that.
I'm glad I asked questions at home. It really helped me in this interview. And then before we wrap up, monitoring Japanese beetles.
They are out, and they are out in
out.
force. So there's a couple things that you can do. So if you see them on your plants, 8 is a great thing. You can go ahead, spray them on contact with that. Japanese beetle bags work really well, but with the beetle bags, make sure you're putting that away from whatever you're trying to protect.
Okay.
If you put them right next to your roses, they're going to stop at the roses and then they'll go in the bag. So you don't want to do that. So if your roses are here, make sure your beetle bag is way out there.
Okay.
And then speaking of roses, so this is insect blight and disease control. It doesn't feed, but it takes care of everything else for your roses, and it makes having roses really simple.
Yeah.
So it'll take care of any black spot, any Japanese beetles. It's a systemic, so it stays inside the plant system.
Okay.
It just makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
So you spray that about once a month, every 30, 45 days, and then just make sure you feed your roses a couple times, and you'll be off to the races.
I love this time of year. Head over to Petitti's. We're there all the time, and they just have a great assortment of not just products, but the flowers and everything all year round. AJ, always good to see you. It's been fun. Yeah. I'm going to pick some tomatoes. We're going to harvest.
Yes, we have to harvest.
Fox 8 employees, get down here. All right, we're going to send things over to Alexis. She's a really good cook, so she needs to come down here and grab some stuff for dinner. Good morning.
I'm literally taking notes. This is my first year gardening, so this is the most important segment of the day today, if you ask me.